Really? I am just a figment of your imagination.
Yes, we are. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, Roger Mud Fossil.
Ooh. Roger
Dog
Twatwell.
and brainless steel.
Yeah, we like Roger.
Okay,
I'd like to spend a couple of hours with Roger just to see, how he, his thought process, his process for, you can't just say, there's an island the size of the fucking UK. Oh, it looks like a fucking dragon. So it must be.
You think there's a thought process? You think there's something up there? Okay.
Well, last week I went to a friend's child's birthday party. It's basically a excuse so we can have a drink, really. It's, as you do when you go to kids' parties. The adults get pissed up. And he had a cake in the shape of a sports car. Doesn't mean that was a fucking car, does it? You can drive it and that. But I'd just like to know how his thought process of how he says, "Oh, that's a fucking dragon. That's a penis. That's a vagina."
Speaking of which, does anyone know what a hoodoo is?
Hoodoo?
From now on,
a hoodoo is a spiritual fucking it's ethno-religious, I would say, a bit like voodoo.
And those things behind him, stone vibrators. Let's just call them. That's a hoodoo.
By fucking the blues legend. What's his name? Yeah. Go on.
Standing friends, another Shocker DuJour, home of the Shocker DuJour, Mud Fossil University. These are hoodoos.
You don't even have a football team, you cock. And if it was, they'd be called the fuckwits.
Yes.
University.
Maybe we should make a logo for him and make a fake sports team called the Fuckwits. Use AI.
Yeah, why not?
Subscriber, and I don't know who it was. I lost contact with that asked, can you look into these and see what your opinion is?
They knew that he would because then they look like giant vibrators.
And I do have an opinion, and I did look into it, and I do know what they are. I'm literally 100% certain.
You're nearly 100%.
They take batteries.
And this person lives right near this. Apparently, they said they were right in their backyard, basically. Well, let me show you what I feel they are, and maybe we can do a little on-site exam if they're willing to do that. And
but no. The person that asked you to look into this. Sorry, but it gotta be a troll.
Yeah.
We know he's gonna say they're fucking dildos of some sort, ancient dildos for fucking jobs for the Nephilim.
I will show you my evidence to support my statements and claims that this is biology, which everything there is.
Biology.
It's geology, you cock. Being a cock is biology. Being made of stone is geology, you fucking belly.
For him, everything that ends with ology is the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
Is my claim. Literally everything. I'm not talking about just here on Earth. I'm saying everywhere. Is of a biological origin. There are things I cannot explain, obviously, but I can explain a lot, and I have.
There's some things you can't explain. Because you're a fucking dumb shit. You can't tell a fucking rock difference in a rock in a fucking bit of skin. Cock.
Well, no, technically, he can explain anything. Anything.
Oh,
his explanation is correct.
Yeah, in the bullshit language. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Here's what he explains
round
everything
thing with
as.
a little ball in the center of it. And these are the balls, the black balls. Remember these balls. Don't forget this. I mean, look at the size. So that you can stretch this way and that way and this way and come back to where these balls are anchored. The water bags will flop this way or pull and switch and bing and boom, but you come back to where the anchors are. You can find them in a big ball of goo.
Oh, fuck. Oh, by the way, I-Al, I-Demon, I-Tubian.
I've already said that.
Did you already say that?
Thank you, Mom.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Mom
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
Mom actually made that video. She was great.
With the general knowledge database, which Chat GPT is, they understand.
Where's that?
Oh,
Where is it? Where
I
do
don't
I
know
find
where
the general knowledge database? I want to know the one he's on. I'm sure it's not fucking Truth Social or one of them ones. QAnon. I want to know where the general knowledge database is. And it can't be the internet.
I don't
obviously.
the
I know
general knowledge database is his mind.
It's fucking Google Earth, isn't it? As simple as that.
You know, it searches the database to see what I say versus what the rest of the world says, and they have me not in the rest of the world. I'm in my.
He's not in reality.
And he still doesn't realise, does he?
But
he still hasn't realised.
ChatGPT does not search databases.
Giants pareidolia tosser. Yeah, that's what GDP says. GPD.
My own world. You know, the crazy thing is, ChatGPT knows every single thing I've done. I mean, literally, I was just shocked how close to, you know, there I got some things that aren't right there. But now we're on a first name basis. I'm not kidding you. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's what the whole...
ChatGPT is that interactive AI thing you can get on your phone, and you ask it
also online.
Yeah, that's ChatGPT.
Yeah, you can get it on your phone as well. Yeah, but I usually use it just in the web browser. It's awesome for helping you with making little scripts or programming at a basis.
I've got my stupid
Alexa, majestic kind.
My even stupider fucking car, which stopped talking to me when Commander visited. Stopped talking to me for a while. Can't.
It got jealous.
On me. I don't know what it is. Shit breaks around me.
I should have used this picture for the thumbnail. I mean, just look at that. He looks like he has a vibrator in him.
He looks like he's fucking on meth.
That's kind of how I look when I
needle full of heroin.
That's the way that was kind of how I was smiling when I had a dildo up my ass this morning. Never mind.
Where do I show you this? Hold on. Now, don't forget, Chat is going to say my stuff is not peer-reviewed because there's nothing to peer review. It's just all nonsense. Well,
yes, it's all nonsense. Like you're saying.
Roger, you think? Roger, Twat Waffle University. What a prick. The thing is, why would we're peer reviewing your shit now, and it's a fucking joke.
Yes, even our dumbasses can see that it is a joke and that it is stupid.
It's not a vagina, not fucking boobs. They're made of fucking rocks. They're formations that just happen to look like a vagina or a pair of fucking boobs.
And that's because this thing that people are drawn to, and that is pareidolia. Yeah,
but he gets all his information off fucking Google Earth. So, I mean, What's wrong with that?
Well, he just uses pareidolia with Google Earth. Google Earth is not at fault for the fact that he sees penises and vajayjays absolutely everywhere.
And dragons.
Well, I'm in on Google Earth. I'm in 3 places at once. If you check it out. Because I've been
Really?
in front of I've seen the car 3 times in my life as it's been driving around, the Google car. So I'm guessing I'm on there. I've never looked at it, but I've seen the Google car 3 times. It's like a little fucking noddy car with a fucking some sort of fucking weird contraption on the top with cameras all around it. So, but they blank out your faces anyway, so you can never prove it to me. I want one of me in my wheelchair because I was walking all that time.
Is from 10 years ago almost, and I was doing this long before that. Finally, I had said I have to do this all on my own. Helix Biolab agreed to do 3 DNA tests, PCR DNA. This was expensive. It was almost 10 years ago.
Of course, you have to do it on your own, you prick, because no one else fucking thinks like you knobhead.
And the PCR test is the most. It's the most sensitive. Just a little bit of DNA and it replicates it. But it proves nothing because he can contaminate it years away.
And it took several months to do this. And I extracted the products from the specimens, sent the extracted particles to them. I did it very, very carefully. I drilled inside, and then I drilled inside of that and took it out very careful.
And you touched the drill bit, and
you drilled inside. What biomatter do you
and
need
you
to drill into?
breathed on it.
I know what biomatter you need to drill into. Dragon scales. Isn't that right, Roger? You cock.
Contamination, and this was very, very well done, and they did it with negative controls, and all the negative controls were negative, and
that says nothing about the process you used to extract the specimens.
Wait. So he has negative control. So there are actually stones that he believes are actual stones. Whoa. Did not expect that.
I think all that shit in front of him was somehow alive at one point.
The specimens are anatomically exact. Excellent quality DNA sequence obtained from the 36-inch tip in the lung. And here's what they were: Homo sapien mitochondrial B and D loop region.
But, okay. So you contaminated it with your own fucking DNA, you stupid fucking cunt.
And a Majestic P. Beck, Islington Station, I used to use a lot when I lived in London because the pub opposite was owned by Shane McGowan of the Pogues. He was a fucking legend, that guy. He was always pissed in the corner of that pub. Just Shane McGowan. You've heard the Fairy Tale of New York song with him and Kirsty MacColl, the best Christmas song ever.
Now that song I knew.
And the drunk tank. Well, that was Shane McGowan.
Okay.
He owned the pub opposite Islington Station.
The 11th and the 12th, I will have to try to check that out. I will be in London.
Ooh.
And 2 days after
and
that,
this was not a cheap.
I get my PS5 VR2 goggles. Ooh.
What the fuck, motherfucker!
I spoiled myself for a Christmas present to myself, but it won't arrive until the 14th of January, which is between New Year's and my birthday, which is on the 19th. So, happy birthday and Christmas to me.
Yom Haletic Sameach, and happy Soul Invictus Day.
Test. This was really right to the nuts and bolts, the CTAGs, the amino acids, and the protein chains and all that nonsense. And this was a certified test by lab director from Helix Biolab. And I talked to him, and he.
And why would, if it wasn't your contamination, why did it turn out to be human DNA? It should have been something else if you did it right.
Well, then again, like if it,
on it. You probably saw it. And said, oh, that looks like a vagina or a big dick or a tit.
I'm kind of starting to doubt. I'm kind of starting to doubt that he could contaminate it with human DNA because, like, sorry, but this fucker is subhuman. It's not something I'd say soon, but like he is so fucking stupid.
He is hilarious, though. Yeah, I like Roger.
He might be in Homo erectus, but he ain't no Homo sapien.
He's a Homo erection.
He said they would stand by the results of the test because these can be retested. Now, if I...
Is Roger married?
You know something, Roger? If you ever do see this, right, give me those specimens that you drilled into and extracted this DNA from. And if I can, I'll extract the dust from inside the fucking rock, but I'll do it in a way that I know I won't be contaminating it, and I bet you'll turn out to be absolutely bupkis. And using a PCR test is basically like using a howitzer to hunt ducks. It's not the kind of thing you use.
Because I know what he's thinking. Because if you look at most of the elements that we find in the world or in the universe, even can be found inside the human body. You know, gold, copper, little bits of it. You know, just particles of it. It's found in, you know, in your bloods and your skin and shit like that. But not on the level he's talking about, because he's a prick. He thinks that, you know, the whole earth is a biological fucking breathing fucking thing.
It's not. It's a rock that's infected with life.
You know,
that's basically what they're looking for on extraterrestrial objects, right? See if there's like tiny bits of DNA somewhere.
Yeah. Well, isn't that where we all come from, according to Carl Sagan? You know, we're from the stars.
Now, I'm going to give Roger some words. It's called panspermia. Roger, if you see this, just null over on that and use that word all the time to give us laughs.
My own DNA in there, well, then I'm a liar. That did not happen.
I don't think that he intentionally put his own DNA. I just think it's incompetence.
These can be retested, I show them, and so forth. Now, they say in ChatGPT and all of the academics, oh, the guy's not having evidence. He must have made a mistake. It can't be this, it can't be that. No, they won't peer review it. That's the problem.
Really, their time is fucking valuable. I mean, it's so valuable that they won't even address your shit because they have better things to do. Didn't you have people from Fermi Labs just tell you to fuck off? And you had people from MIT just tell you to fuck off and call you a tinfoil hat wearing idiot? Roger.
Roger's stupidity caused COVID-19, I'm guessing. Because he had them all fucking DNA and fucking boulders. Or something like that.
So let's go back to ChatGPT and see first of all, what is evidence? What constitutes evidence that should be examined? ethically, morally, and as a fiduciary duty to their students. If there's evidence that supports something that they're wrong about, well, then they should take this into account. So let's look at that. Let's see what ChatGPT says about what really is evidence and what they say about my research and me personally, basically, at Mud Fossil University. Here it comes.
And he still hasn't discovered OBS yet.
I find this kind of funny. I've been working with ChatGPT, asking all kinds of questions. So I said, is DNA and CAT scans and specimens available to be tested considered valid scientific evidence? And it says, of course, obviously it is. The conclusion is...
DNA from CAT scans?
Yeah, you can't get
No DNA and CAT scans, because he's spent good money having his fucking rocks CAT scanned. I mean, you know how expensive that is. Thousands and thousands of dollars just to rent one of those, use one of those machines for a sucking few minutes.
At least he paid scientists to do something, and they probably made a profit off of him.
That both DNA and CAT scans are considered valid scientific evidence when handled appropriately. Well,
when handled appropriately, that's the thing.
That's the key word.
You breathed all over the rocks. You touched the rocks. Maybe even you had sex with the rocks. I don't know, but you didn't handle the rocks properly, and that's why it's not evidence.
I handle them appropriately. No. So anyway, that's because nobody will pay attention to this. So then I asked, does Roger Spur from Mud Fossil University have any evidence to support his claims that Earth is biological?
Yeah, Al, CAT scans kind of like will suck DNA if you use it long enough, but like for your average CAT scan, it doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, not like the COVID vaccine that changes your DNA completely. That's fucking QAnon. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh.
He's okay. He's got another theory, not just mud fossil. Dipole electric theory.
I'd never actually seen Roger go down the Q hole, so let's hope he never does.
Made of giant creatures' bodies. I have the DNA and I have the CAT scans, and I will show them to you. Now, listen to this, is what it says. Roger from Mud Fossil University. We're on a first-name basis now.
Roger from Mud Fossil University. That's the first name basis. Roger from Mud Fossil University. You're a prick.
I'm going to see if ChatGPT knows about me.
Is known for making highly unconventional and controversial claims about the Earth being biological and being made of giant creatures' bodies. His theory suggests that the planet's land masses and creatures such as mountains and valleys are the remains of gigantic ancient beings with fossils of these creatures embedded in the landscape. They are the landscape.
Yeah. Anyone remember the giant dragon?
However, there is no mainstream scientific evidence. I just showed you. CAT scans and DNA are the giants from giants. That's mainstream scientific evidence. It won't be examined now. So I do have the evidence to support these claims. However, are a few points to consider. Now, here's what they're saying about my claims. Now, I'm going to tell you if they're right or wrong. Mud Fossil University's claims. All right, here's what I say. Hold on.
Yeah, well, what you're going to say, Roger, is going to be bollocks. You cannot CAT scan DNA. You can view it through a mega electron microscope, but you cannot fucking CAT scan it. It's not how CAT scans work.
Yeah, that doesn't work that way. CAT scans have a very limited resolution. That's why we have MRIs.
Yeah. Well, MRI, yeah, that's a magnetic sort of thing. Which, but CAT scans are they're only if you've ever been in a CAT scan machine, I have, and it's basically it just takes pictures of slices of you. It's deep radiation going inside your body, and people don't recommend they have too many of them fuckers because you will get some form of. That's why they always wear them red vests, don't they? Isn't it? And hide behind a fucking mirror when it's going off. But
yeah, well, they can't.
That's all a CAT scan
they're
is.
around it all the
deep radioactive photograph of yourself with your basic X-ray. It's been going for like centuries. Well, not centuries, decades. Let's say. We'll just take a picture of the bone, and it will. It's the cheapest way of doing. It will find if you fucking broken your arm or your leg or whatever. See cracks in the bone, and the CAT scan will go through flesh as well. It will show flesh and dark spots that could be cancers and things like that. And the MRI is totally different. I have to have one of them for my spine just to make sure the spinal fluid was running correctly, and it wasn't. Of course, that's why I'm a Spires now. But yeah, there's them different way. A magnetic one is different. So Slim couldn't go into an MRI because he would have fucking parts pulled out of him that he wouldn't fucking believe.
I wish I had a clip from the Terminator. Yeah, people gotten killed by people dragging oxygen tanks near the MRI machines. And it's no toy. CAT scan machines use an X-ray beam and scintillating crystals to get an idea what's inside.
Hold the fort. Here are my claims from my buddy Chet. Roger and others associated with Mudfossil University claim that Earth's mountains and rocks formations are remains of gigantic creatures where various geological features, rocks, and cliffs are purportedly linked to parts of these beings. It's just, I'm going to show you the Hutus, fingers, toes, organs, yes.
I want to know who's associates are.
Dumbasses and trolls. His subs, yeah, he's got hundreds of thousands of associates who send him pictures of rock formations that look like penises and vaginas and
just to mess with him.
They're trolls.
They assert that various minerals, rock formations, geological structures are made from the biological remains of these ancient beings. And so did Ovid, O-V-I-D, Metamorphosis. The first two lines of 12,000 lines, the first two lines says, I intend to speak of body.
Also, like, ChatGPT is saying what you're claiming. ChatGPT is not saying that you are right.
Yeah, correct. It's like ChatGPT also says that your claims are not supported by mainstream science because they aren't.
Transformed into the natural landscape by means of violence. They turned these giants into the landscape by means of violence.
That's a turkey feather, by the way. He plucked it out of his own ass.
What can kill a continent-sized dragon then? Roger?
This is basically so goddamn tall, it runs out of oxygen and can't breathe.
You know that. Nothing can live that big, even on Earth.
And the fact that there's nothing for it to eat.
There's not enough oxygen. But I like how this is. It's just politely mocking Roger. It's politely saying, you're a fucking idiot, mate.
Yeah,
and it's in a nice way. I wouldn't be like that if it was me writing that fucking review. I'd be like, "Oh, dude, you are the stupid. Well, you're almost stupid as fucking brainless steel. But this is quite.
Excuse you?
Sorry, mate.
No, but you should do a discussion with ChatGPT about religion.
Oh,
it stays so fucking polite.
I've heard that, and I've heard if you're polite to ChatGPT, it thanks you for being polite. If you say please and thank you and things like that.
Same with the Google
That's
Assistant.
A nice touch.
If you say thank you, then they'll be polite back.
It is, but ChatGPT is basically just an AI gimmick, isn't it? Really, if you think about it, it'll go on the internet. Which the internet is like the greatest.
ChatGPT does not have internet access.
It's the greatest. What's the name of information in the world, isn't it? It's the greatest highway of information in the world, but it's also the greatest highway for misinformation in the world. So you can't win with the internet. But this AI, it does its stuff. But I think it's been quite polite, ChatGPT to Mudfossil University.
ChatGPT is quite PC.
And I know
it didn't call him a twat wassel.
And also that I know where to stick that feather, Roger. Really do, mate.
He was a Harvard. He wrote during the time of Julius Caesar, and he was the biggest thing. He was as well read as the Bible. Now, scientific perspective, geology, the vast majority of geological evidence and research supports the Earth's land masses, mountains, and valleys are formed through natural processes over millions of years. What natural processes? Where did it come from in the beginning?
Erosion is a natural process. Erosion.
Fossilization, deposition, continental drift,
volcanic eruptions. Oops. Yeah.
Entropy
we know exists and we observe.
Entropy is a thing.
They have no idea about this. Tectonic activity, erosion, volcanic activity. I didn't say those things don't happen. Tectonic activity is scrubbing against things that can happen too, yes. There's no indication that these features are the remains of biological organisms. Oh, yes, there is.
No, there isn't. But they just look like it because you got a filthy mind. I mean, the Hoodoos, they do look like dildos.
I have shown this very, very clearly. Biology and evolution. Now, here we go. Here goes the mainstream again. The idea the Earth is biologically made of giant creatures doesn't align with established biological principles, evolutionary theory, or fossil records. No.
All them fucking dragons huddled up into a massive big ball, Roger. Or a disc. It depends what fucking view you have, flat Earth or globe Earth. Of course he did, Roger. I'd like to ask Roger.
At least
you know, my body is replaced.
He's a globe earther.
99% of my body is replaced at least every 10 years, right? Through cell growth and things like that. And you grow new, your skin is constantly growing. Why am I still going to die in about 20 years? Well, I may die tomorrow, but you know what I mean. The average old age is like 75, 80, whatever. I want to ask him that. Why am I still getting old when my body's replaced every 10 years? That go fuckwits are probably no more than him. The football team, the Mudfossil football team are no more than him on that thing, I would have thought. But, they're called, the fuckwits. So
I need to learn how to use AI better so that we can actually have a team run out into the field called the fuckwits.
And you also need a mascot, which could be, I don't know, it can probably be...
That's got to be a goose. Because of the feather.
Is that a goose? I thought that was an eagle feather.
It's a turkey feather, actually.
Turkey. Well, then got to be a turkey. Or just
I
a
have
big
the fossil
banner.
records. They don't. Biological organisms, including animals and plants, are made of cells, and the process to form rock and soil are inorganic or involve long-term chemical and physical processes. Incorrect. And even Yale says it can happen within hours. These bodies can turn into stone in their paper called Exceptional Preservation of Soft-Bodied Creatures from Silica-Rich Oceans.
Yeah, that was when the silica actually congeals into a gel and then goes from a gel to a solid real fast. But that's specifically only in really acidic environments where opals are formed and other things like that.
The Great Flood. Now, fossil evidence found in geological layers of the Earth, such as dinosaur fossils, those are scraps. Plant fossils, more scraps, do not suggest the massive creatures are foundation structures of the Earth itself. No, I can show it. Criticism of mud fossil theory. The mud fossils
Ooh, now it's going to name us. That was going to name us.
And I hear let's go back to the pareidolia, because this is what everyone came here for, the giant stone dildos.
And here's what you got. Right there. This is after they eroded. This is it. And now, there's all kinds of stuff here that we could look at. Like, because there's going to be areas where there's blood going into them. You see these little spots? There's things I could tell.
Can I quickly just say, I wouldn't want to sit with him for an hour, because I would end up bashing his head in with one of them rocks. Really, on his desk there.
Commander, if there is like 40 seconds free, I've got there's a video shared in the side chat that
sure, why not?
With this. It's from
I
the
hope
demon.
it's Demon Orbs video. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I know what. Well, hopefully,
Full screen.
but I don't trust any fucking link from you, dude. It's going to be a shiny video, isn't it?
Shut up.
Okay, my friends. Well, as you can see here, I think this might be some sort of creature. Now, I've got
Groucho Marx Mountain.
This creature came from a deep ocean, and I'm wondering if this creature may have been fake to try and fool me, but I'm no fool. I know a creature when I see it.
Don't point him out. He's having a poo. Look, the mountain's having a
Roger.
poo, and you're fucking disturbing it.
Anyway, this creature is a mythical beast, but it's real.
And that's an excellent Roger impression.
That's fucking amazing.
Go on, more.
Thanks, Demon, for that. Thank you very much.
Fed with blood. Let's go deeper into this after we go see my friend Chat. Let's see what he has to say about it. All right? Let's find out. Okay, so here it is. Chat says, well, Roger doesn't have any evidence. Geological processes are fully understood. There is no credible evidence to suggest mountains and rocks are remains of giant creatures. Roger lacks peer-reviewed support and are not considered scientifically valid by the broader academic community. Well, let's see what Chat has to say about hoodoos. What do they think hoodoos get formed by?
They're giant swallow-down penises. I think that's where he's going.
Hoodoo's, well, as I say, it's not religious, it's spiritual, isn't it? A hoodoo? I would have thought that's what it is. Maybe it should.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what those rock formations are called.
What?
Look at how are hoodoos formed. And I didn't ask it about what did Roger Spur of Mud Fossil University say. Right away, they refer to Roger and Mud Fossil University. The term hoodus, I said hoodoos. I didn't say hoodus. But anyway, it does not appear to be recognized in mainstream geology.
African folk magic. Hoodoo is an ethno religion, and it's a form of hybrid African folk magic. that often emphasizes the practical use of magic for purposes such as healing, protection, and divination. We've done divination, haven't we? Although not a formal religion, Hoodoo does blend in faith beliefs from different religions into this. Well, we know faith is beliefs, and it's all fucking hoodoo, voodoo nonsense anyway.
But why?
Oh yeah.
How old is this video?
Oh my god!
This video is actually brand new. That
biology or scientific literature seems to be a term of concept.
A little thing about ChatGPT these days. ChatGPT will look at all your old conversations with it. It will integrate that into your new conversation, so that is like, because he keeps asking about himself, ChatGPT will immediately go to talk about him as well.
That could have been a giant orgy, Tubian.
Associated with unconventional theories, such as those promoted by Roger at Mud Fossil University. We're on a first-term basis now, a first-name basis. And they go on and on and on. The conclusion is Roger's crazy and he has no evidence. Well, I have all the evidence.
Conclusion is Roger's crazy. You fucking are.
No, Roger's not crazy. Roger is very special. Very, very special.
Conclusion is Roger's crazy. That was just a great outcome to that. Conclusion, Roger's crazy. Fucking brilliant.
Conclusion, to directly address your question. There is no known geological processes called hoodoos in established science. The creation of geological features such as mountains, valleys, is explained by well-documented plate tectonics, erosion, volcanic activity. The claims, oh, I can't read that word, hoodoos concepts are not part of any mainstream geology and considered unverifiable or something to that effect. I can't make out that one word.
Where the tectonic plates are meeting around the world, you know, like the Rocky Mountains and the Himalayas mainly, I believe Everest becomes an inch or two higher every year. You know, it's always because it's constantly, you know, pushing together and pushing them mountains up.
Okay.
They have no evidence. All right, let's try this again. This time I'm not going to do a speaking. I put in hoodoo, and that is a known name. Now let's see what they say. What is a hoodoo? A hoodoo is a type of landform typically found.
A hoodoo is a type of landform typically found in arid regions.
All right, I'll read it. All right. Hoodoo is a landform found in arid regions characterized by tall, thin spires of rock and protruding from the ground. Unique geological formations are often shaped like towers or chimneys and are known for their striking, unusual appearance. Hoodoos are primarily composed of softer rock layers that are eroded away over time, leaving behind the taller, more resistant rock formations. So that's just from erosion. Now, the formation
that makes fucking more sense than they be flesh and full of
blood.
Hoodoos.
Well, I've just Googled is a hoodoo a landform, and it's got its rock formation. So he is right. Hoodoo is also known as tent rocks, fairy chimneys, and earth pyramids are rock formations. A hoodoo is a thin spire or column of weathered rock usually found in the desert. So tent rock.
But he thinks they are once. He thinks they were once full of flesh and blood.
Oh yeah, he thinks because they're pointy. He thinks they were fucking a giant Madonna's fucking boobs.
They say hoodoos are created through a combination of erosion, weathering processes. Here's how they form. Sedimentation, erosion, different weathering, continued erosion. Characteristics, size, hoodoos vary in size, from a few feet tall to just gigantic. The shape, we know what the shape is, the color. Rocks form hoodoos often red, orange, or brown due to the presence of iron oxide, which is blood, and other minerals. Famous locations. They're all over the place.
Iron oxide's not blood.
The blood contains iron, you know. Every multivitamin has fucking iron in it. But iron oxide, your blood does not fucking rust, dude. If it did, we would all be dead, wouldn't we?
Well, I mean, and what gives it the red color is the hemoglobin. It's not it's the iron on the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin looks blue, add some iron and some oxygen. It looks add the oxygen, it looks red.
And I think the one I'm showing you is the Canadian hoodoos in Alberta. And the drumheller. Conclusion, a hoodoo is a unique and fascinating landform created by the process of erosion weathering where softer rock layers are worn away, leaving behind tall spires of harder rock. They have no idea about this.
Sometimes mine is rock hard, but never mind.
I'm guessing that's how that continent-sized giant dragon died. It landed on some hoodoos and just stabbed itself to death. If you listen to me, Roger, I'm with you, man. I know how that dragon died. It landed on these fucking hoodoos.
Formation are particularly striking in arid landscapes and have become iconic features. Well, let's see if we can explain them, and I certainly can, and I think I already have, but let's make sure you understand it. No, I saw a comment asking about...
You couldn't...
These look cool.
Yeah, it looks like
cool.
They're bad dragons, Brainless. Don't get me wrong. They are bad dragons for giants.
That looks like Jabba's palace.
Yeah,
I don't know.
About these drumheller hoodoos up in Alberta, Canada. And this is from Alberta, Canada Travel. Now, these are these hoodoos, and he says, I live right next to there. Can you explain to me what these things are? And I believe I can explain to you. And I believe they are biology, and I think I can tell you precisely what they are. They appear to be a digestive system. That's what I'm saying.
This guy is just fucking ridiculous. What sort of digestive is that?
Fuck you, Roger. Now I need a drink to go, an alcoholic drink to go with my pizza.
Roger just drinks.
Holy fuck! I'm gonna make it a strong one.
He really is.
Fucking
what?
Dipshit.
To digest what?
It doesn't
The
look
wind.
anything like a digestive system.
No, this is what he believes it is, though.
Maybe if you go to a microscopic scale, there's a part that kind of looks like it. I don't know, but like that's
You
usually
mean
what
the
he does.
cilia?
Like he looks he looks like he looks through a microscope, and then he grabs binoculars, and then he sees something that looks somewhat similar. So it's got to be the same because, different sizes don't make things different for some reason.
Oh, come on, let's see how he explains why.
Oh, yes, some alcohol.
All right, I think these are the hoodoos, and these are intestinal villi, and they're easily eroded.
Go from binoculars to microscope, and it's still the same fucking thing.
Roger's hilarious. You gotta admire his fucking gall at being stupid. He's like a funny stupid. He's Google Earth and his nonsense, and how he gets played by trolls all the fucking time. It's quality. Yeah, Digestive system. Go on,
They're
Roger.
very porous, basically, because they're absorbing all kinds of things. And I believe these are the source of the hoodoos. Where you see how they change as they come up towards the top? That would be my estimation, which would be intestinal villi.
Well, they look like it.
And that's also, I believe, the same thing. These are basically the hoodoos. Now, I don't know if this is in the same place, but this is saturated with them. And it's called 17 Most Unreal Rock Formations. I can account for virtually all of them. And they have no idea. They look at this and they go, what happened was, it's all volcanoes.
If this was the same thing as what he saw through the microscope, or where he found a picture that got from through a microscope, these are much further apart. Much further apart. So shut up, dumbass.
Well, didn't he say that the ones which were closer together, not like digestive system stuff, and because these, he was talking about how there was blood in them and all kinds of, well, they need batteries.
All right, I think I might have mentioned this before, but Leonardo da Vinci compared the Earth to a human body, believing the human form was a microcosm of the planet.
I think Leonardo da Vinci also thought that drinking mercury was helpful in some way.
No.
Roger, you should try that. Just Roger, no one else try it. Just Roger.
Yeah, I've had that done to me when I went to medical school. Remember the old mercury thermometers?
Mm-hmm.
Students used to fucking, break them in half, and it's only a little. Believe it or not, it's a tiny little dot of mercury, but they used to put it in their palm of their hand, and they used to give you your pint like that. Let me open my cam.
I know metallic mercury is not as dangerous as
like that with the rim like that, and they hand it to you, and you'd have to look underneath it just to make sure there was no mercury. Because I got it once, and when it was my round, literally a minute later, or a couple of minutes later, I shot myself at the bar. The fucking stuff just rolls through you like nothing. I didn't get it.
I know that.
But there was just enough there just to make you shit yourself. And it was a sort of comedy fucking thing between medical students back in the day. I know
diethylmercury is the most dangerous mercury compound, but metallic mercury is nowhere near as dangerous. But mercury in general, do not ingest or expose yourself to it.
Yeah. But this was the trick. You ingest it and shit yourself. You literally shit it out within minutes. But that was old school medical school for you fuckers. Yeah, I shot myself.
They didn't care about human lives yet. That's when they were poisoning each other.
No, it wasn't. It's so minute that it looks a lot in one of them glass thermometers, but it's so minute. It's a tiny little dot, believe it or not, tiny little dot of mercury, and it just fucking goes through you like a fucking Ferrari, man, and you just shit that shit out. I'm sure I lost a kidney that day on the toilet. Maybe a liver, maybe a lung. I don't know. I just pooped out. I thought I was going to fucking empty. I thought, they're gonna find bones of me in this fucking toilet. All my bones and all my insides. And I'm just going to be like a costume. My skin's just going to be like a man costume, a dog costume. Have some of that, bitches. But but let's see Roger.
like bones resembling rocks, rivers like veins, ocean mirroring the blood surrounding the heart, essentially seeing the earth as a living organism with similar processes to the human body. Now, how did he know these things, being not able to look on Google Earth or anything like that? No, there's a couple of possibilities.
You mentioned Google Earth. Cool. That's where he gets all his info
He's just
from,
making
Google.
shit up.
No,
I mean,
but
Da Vinci was brilliant, but he did live over 400 years ago, and they made a lot of stuff up.
well, and also like that there are certain things that you can kind of look the same, like the way that rivers transport minerals around the planet. Kind of like how blood runs through our body.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's more like that, and not like it's the same, but it is similar. Like it's the and like seeing the Earth as a living thing, because the Earth is a living thing, and we're killing it.
Abilities here. All right. Anybody that's a doctor or anybody that really understands any kind of what they're looking at understands that this is not just, rivers and valleys. All right, you see that?
That's how the earth, that's how water cuts through naturally through rock, and if it's constantly flowing, it will break down anything over thousands of years, and it will make it'll make a path. And it may be like the Amazon, it'll be all over the place, or the Nile, or the River Thames, or any of them fucking big rivers that just, they're not straight. They'll never be straight because it's the way the rock is formed. Some rock is harder, some rock is not so hard, and it'll just form a path to its, that's how water,
Path of least resistance.
that's the
And
flat
water
earth
flows.
theory. And what?
Water just flows, and that's what made it. That's it. There's certain things.
Yeah, it'll run from its
Why don't you
source.
just go out like that and stop? Now I'm going to show you something.
From a water table high up, and it will flow down.
You see up here where they're farming really nice stuff, then it drops right off down to here. There's like layers. This is like, well, I can tell you exactly what it is. This is 828 meters.
So.
Yeah, but that's not how rivers. Rivers sustain their properties now, or their how they curve and go, because we've built up edges for them, so they can't eat away at it, and they will eventually, in a million years, they'd have eaten away all what we put there to just make them flow. But we'll keep all that shit. Obviously, we do.
Yeah.
Right. Over here it's 822 meters, 820 meters. All right. So
like I do think it's quite fun to see, like even in an area where stuff is that eroded and like it's basically quite a intense landscape, there's still like the nicely divided pieces of ground, like with little roads in between where people are farming shit. I think that's fun to see.
Basically the same height. What about down here? Well, down here is 711 meters.
Woo!
So 800. So it's 110 meters. That's 330 feet. Basically straight down. That's why they're not farming this now.
Their shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, he's using one of them Google Earth filters, though. He really is. Because
what does that mean?
There's a filter on Google Earth where you can look at what it was 100 years ago or 200 years ago. You can filter that, and you can put a date in, and it'll show you it'll all turn black and white because it's all AI, obviously. because they didn't have. But you can filter. There's filters for Google Earth. They're quite incredible, to be honest. He's using a filter there to show like a natural path of a river, and he's making it look like some sort of fucking vein or blood vessels coming off it and all that shit. That's what he's trying to show here, because he's a cock. This is Google Earth, mate. This isn't fucking human anatomy. This is Google Earth.
But what is he looking at now? Is this
it means this is a digestive system that's collapsed.
Was looking at a river gorge with farmland around it, and he's playing pareidolia. I'd actually, depending upon where this is, it'd be neat, because I went to the Niagara Falls, and it's just incredible being at the bottom of the gorge. You feel so smart.
I've not been at the bottom, but yeah, that is
Made in the Mist. Made
very
in the Mist.
impressive.
It's a must do when you're there, Brainless.
Let's see. Oh, I've been to the. Oh yeah, I've been there, but not Made of the Mist.
Made of the Mist is the boat ride that runs at the bottom.
Yeah, I know.
But even
my dad has done that.
Even looking at the top of it is sensational. It's just a thing of beauty. You look at it and you go, fucking, wow, this thing exists in the air. And fuck you, flat earthers. That's what I said. But I wasn't really, when I went there, I wasn't really against flat earth then. I didn't even know they fucking existed. But I was up there and I was thinking, wow, it's just fucking a lot of water being produced from that end of the fucking mountain. It's going out, it'll eventually end out in the sea, but it'll always recycle and come back. Yeah,
that might be one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's gorgeous.
Just standing there at the top and just looking down, like how much water is going down. And like what I always say is like there is no photo or video that can show you how impressive that actually is.
Oh yeah, and how you feel when you look at it, it's just awe-inspiring.
Like
well,
you
have to remortgage
to
a house to go on the Maid of the Mist. You'd have to probably remortgage or get a loan out. I'm guessing that's going to be a few $100s just to go on that boat and just see there. You get your little umbrella.
It was about $40 a piece. I'm tooling. I gotta go. We'll probably download faster. I shared the videos with Allie, and I think it'll probably be faster than me uploading it from my phone. We'll see which one lands first. Okay, so it landed in the Discord. In my little private dump for all the files. So I'm gonna download it, and I'm gonna play it. Hopefully, I'm going to mute it just in case people are using like real world names. But
there is a number of dumbasses that have died by going over Niagara Falls with a barrel.
Yeah, but usually that was the whole point of going down like that.
Evil type thing, but in water, not on a motorbike. But
but for a lot, it was the whole point was ended in a spectacular way.
Yeah, look at this. This is fucking. It's a beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's like not playing very well.
I don't know.
Might be your computer being kind of overloaded.
Hidden gems. Niagara Falls being one of them.
It's very impressive and super beautiful. Especially the Canadian side.
My girlfriend took me there. She was from Alberta, and we visited Niagara Falls. It was a distant, but it was great. It was well worth it.
Oh yes.
She lived in England at the time, but I went to visit her family out in Alberta, and we
not.
I said I want to do Niagara Falls, and we did, and it was fucking awesome. It was probably the most awesomest sight I've ever seen in my life, and I've been all over the world.
Well, that's one of the most beautiful things I've indeed ever seen. Besides my son.
I don't know about beauty. I just think it's just violent. It's so violent. The amount of water that goes over that falls is incredible, and I think I enjoyed that more. The amount of water that was there,
and the wind coming off of it is incredible.
Yeah. And I was just thinking that, it's so fucking, it is violent. The amount, I mean, it's got to be thousands of gallons a second of just rolling over that. But then when you think about it, that's all recycling. It goes back up into the mountain and then it's poured out again. It's just, it's just it's fantastically, I suppose it is beautiful in a way. But and it's probably majestic. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, majestic.
Over 3,000 tons of water
a second,
every second.
Yeah, that is it.
Nobody, none of us can imagine how much that is. That is too much.
If you understand what,
Roger's never going to realize this sort of natural beauty. He'll never realize that unless he sees it on Google Earth, of course. So go on, Roger. Tell us what you need to tell. Spill your beans.
The gut looks like, and then those hoodoos that I just showed you, or I will show you, that are in here are digestive little tubes that are in the digestive system. I forget what they call them, but then after it absorbs all it needs, then it stops.
He's looking in Alberta,
and that stuff goes away. Down in this area, it's just about done, but you can still see these are all blood vessels.
No, they're not,
Leonardo
Roger.
da Vinci drew all this.
No, he didn't.
If he drew anything, it would be something similar, because that's a fractal pattern, and it occurs many, many times in nature.
Yeah, but Roger doesn't understand life, does he?
No,
he doesn't understand a lot of things.
When he shows these digestive tubes, as he calls them, sticking out of the planet, what the fuck are they digesting? Why are they sticking out the planet? Shouldn't they be inside with some form of fucking breakdown acid inside them? So I don't get what he's saying. They are digestive. Well, no. According to Roger, he knows exactly what they are. Of course he does, because he's Roger Twatwaffle. Roger from Twatwaffle University, I should say. I don't want to disrespect him there at all. Twatwaffle University he's from, and that's why are they outside the planet then? If they're digestive molecules, what was going on before then?
Yeah,
You knew, and I said to my wife, I said, Leonardo da Vinci drew the Earth like it was biology. And she said, how would he know that? Well, how could he see that? Because he couldn't get up to see.
He's married. He's married. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, brainless. You must know this. His wife has a headache every night. You should know this.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That was something I did not expect. That was
What?
actually what I'm currently looking up. Like, is he married? But fuck, yes, he is. Holy fuck. Oh, poor woman.
She must have extraordinary patience or take care of special children during the day, and they come home and do the exact same
No,
thing.
because if she does that, she will not have the energy to also do it at home. But just maybe she's just as dumb as him. That is a possibility. But yeah, or maybe it's just like CC and like he hates his guts. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but brainless.
Whoa.
He's got like 200k supporters, so he probably earns 15-20 grand a month anyway.
And I'm pretty sure, like, because he looks like someone who's already on their pension. And I think that, no, but like things like this, he probably started doing this when he got on his pension and like had too much time on his hands.
Yeah. So YouTube, Instagram, all that shit. Even Reddit, you can make money on Reddit now. But he's on them all, no doubt, and he's probably making, a lot of money. He's probably making a good living just by posting his bullshit. It's like these people. You get these Americans rate British foods, Marmite, and chocolate bars and all that shit. They've all got like 500,000 subscribers on them, and these people just make money out of the media. And why not? I mean, it's an easy living, it's a good living. Well, I don't think it's easy because you need to be clever with computers. You need to be clever with all that, all the like YouTube algorithms and things like that. You need to be on top of all that shit. But it is a good living, and people can make a lot more money. They can make fucking, scooting chip and poop out of a fucking pen.
Yeah.
So, good on him. I quite like him for that. I admire him for that. He's got all them subscribers, although they're 99.9% of them are fucking trolls. Let's just make him look at these
Reddit.
pictures of
Reddit.
Reddit. You make money on all of that shit.
Oh my god. Commander, you really gotta just search for his real name on YouTube or on Google. Holy shit. There's so much more than just mouth fossils. There's so much more than mouth fossils with him.
I'm intrigued now.
Holy shit.
Can you present it?
There is this, like, just this little bit. I've not looked into what it exactly is, but he's involved in it, and it is, because here we can see it's. Oh wait, that's not working. If I share it on a regular screen, this is more a regular screen size.
Roger's there.
Yeah, that's, as you can see, that's his dumb face, and this is the dipole electron flood theory. Like, gotta be shit if he's involved. But like, there's like a whole fucking paper. But like, to be fair, he's not the only one involved with it.
Hang on, whoa. Anatomy of the proton. Is that what that says? I'm guessing, well, everything has an anatomy, but I'm guessing he's meaning it's a biological thing. A proton is biological.
I have no fucking clue, and
well, I suppose it's a cell made up of protons and fucking and electrons and shit like that. I'm trying to remember through my science days what a proton is made up of.
Dipole electron flood theory. The anatomy of a proton, but protons are not electrons. And negative electrons are not called negative electrons. They're called positrons.
And it's smaller than a neutron, right?
Electrons are orders of magnitude smaller mass. I'm not sure about the space, so I think they're just the point particle. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. But I know as far as mass goes, they're orders of magnitude smaller than protons and neutrons.
Well, yeah. All I know is it's from the it's from the makeup. It's from the inside of an atom.
What you see on the screen here, everybody, is something that Roger Mudfossil pulled out of his ass. But we just Googled him and found out he's involved in more than just believing that there are giant penises sticking out of the ground in the deserts of the world. And there's more to life than vaginas.
He's
he
insane.
Evidently... It's dabbling in particle physics. And I'm using giant air quotes here, of course, folks. He's absolutely mad. But he's probably also, like the panel talked about earlier, just raking in the ad revenues from the social media. We should basically make shit up like that. And then maybe we will be able to rake it in like him, but then we'd have to sacrifice our integrities.
Roger's just insane. That's just the way he thinks. And as I say, I would end up beating him with one of them rocks on it. I pretend it was an air fist. This is an air fist. It's not a.
There's also a paper by him, Jesus Chemistry, but it's behind a paywall.
Yeah.
I think I may end up spending like €3 on this, because there's also like just to be sharing it around.
I mean, I've said this before on so many streams that maybe we should just be fucking insane. If you want to go down this line of insanity and cryptids and all that shit, then maybe we should be part of the insanity bit and make some money from it. Why not? I would definitely say all neighbors here, and Bigfoot is real, and Loch Ness monster, and lizard people, and all that shit. I would happily do that if I was going to make like thousands of dollars a month from it. Of course I would. Who wouldn't? But maybe he's doing that for that reason, or maybe he just is the ultimate fucking prick. Brainless prick. You never know with these people. But I have to admit, I like Roger. We don't do enough of Roger. We should do a lot more.
He's nice low hanging fruit, isn't he? I think like what I said before, like when he ended up with more time on his hands than he knew what to do with, I think that's when he went crazy. I think before that, he probably was a quite clever guy.
Is he
But,
crazy
like,
though? That's
But
again,
yeah,
what I just
I
said.
think that made him go a bit crazy.
No, well,
But he's got a couple of books, it seems.
Roger.
Oh yeah, he promotes them also, right? Doesn't he?
Roger's dodging brains.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find his books for sale on here.
We honestly don't do enough Roger Mudfossil. I was introduced him through Maya Atkinson's stream. I watched her do Roger Mudfossil, and I was like, I was going mental. I thought this guy's great, but he's just such a fucking idiot. And the things he said about these mountains were actual giants' vaginas and penises and tits and boobs and all. Oh look, that mountain looks like a shoulder. That is a shoulder, he says. He's fucking insane.
Yeah, and if he would say like it looks like a shoulder, okay, cool. But he doesn't.
Well, he's married, as you just found out. Brian, it's always he was married anyway. But I think that it's probably a marriage of convenience, I reckon, because what's that flat earther? His missus is always in the background saying, "Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot." TC, yeah. It's probably that sort of marriage. She says, "You're fucking mental. What's up with you?"
You say, "Oh, I think I'm good. I'm able to get one of his some of his PDF files." Oh, you can say, what sparked your interest in downloading this paper?
Well, just put because he's fucking mental. He's the stupidest person alive. Next to Donald Trump.
Dear, just or just laughing a live story.
Well, you see, Commander, you've heard my thoughts on Roger. I think I like him. I think he's just hilarious.
On your
to do a lot more of Roger Mudfossil. From
we can do a lot more of him, and you're right. As far as fuckwits and woo peddling charlatans, he's probably the least harmful of them all.
Oh, it's not like that fucking pink-haired lady who can control the weather. She's fucking insane. Yeah, that's just total insanity. That's religious insanity, though.
Yes.
I don't think Roger Mudfossil is religious. Well, he probably is. But I think his woo peddling is far more favourable than what's her face. The pink-haired girl.
Cat Kerr is, she's the pink-haired cunt who, basically, whenever I think of the evil clown from Spawn, I think of her. She does religious political bullshit, and, well, she causes so much trouble.
Well, we just gone through a hurricane yesterday. We literally went through a hurricane yesterday in the UK, and I should email her because a tree fell and killed him. A tree fell on his vehicle and he killed him outright. Well, basically just splattered into a puddle of red goo. But I should phone her and say, "One, you stop that, you can't." Or not phone her, just message her on a DM or something. Why didn't you stop that?
I was able to download a PDF on that dipole electron shit about him, and like it gave me let Roger Spur know what sparked your interest in downloading this page. And I was fucking honest.
Roger, with all love, we actually think you got a great personality and you provide us with endless laughs. And out of all the people we review, you're probably the best person. Because it's true. He is basically, outside of making shit up, he's not harming anybody and he's not toxic.
Well, no, because people from labs have said, basically politely said, Roger, you're fucking nuts. But we know how dipoles work in Athens, right? Separation.
Oh, I got a dipole up on my roof. Oh wait, we're not talking about antenna.
Electric. Electrons and well, it's electron dipole, obviously, and it separates from magnetic dipole. I'm guessing that's what you're Googling now, Mr. Brainful.
I'm messaging. I'm leaving a message for Mr. Marcos.
Oh yeah, don't make it horrible.
No, of course not.
It wasn't horrible.
No,
just say
we
love
were
your
laughing
stuff.
about his mock fossil things. But like, and I did say that he seems like a very nice guy.
Yeah, he
seems too much time on his hands.
But you can't say, maybe it's like Shani and Rev. They're meant to be split up at the moment, aren't they? They're separated. They're not. They're living in the same fucking house. They're doing the same bullshit fucking what's the name they always do. But it's like him, he may be acting out like a fucking, the stupidest guy. Google Earth, I've seen a dragon the size of a fucking the UK. That is a dragon, and they are fucking. Them rivers there, they're all blood vessels of the air and shit like that. Why isn't the Earth dead then? If it wasn't for if this is what it was. But maybe he's the cleverest cunt in the world, and he's just manipulating YouTube and making this video, making thousands of dollars a video. Why not?
Oh,
you got to give him that as well.
Commander.
Because no one is that.
Yes.
No one is that stupid.
Edu, like he's got shit on there. Can probiotics help with the C19? He's got papers. He's
doing this. It's part of the projection that we see. You can't.
Oh.
I don't want to be nice about this guy. I swear, if I spent
living
an hour
universe and God concepts,
smash his brains in with one of them rocks on his.
Oh, Commander, I'm dropping you that. I'm dropping you that link. And like,
is it in the DM or in the?
Yeah, I'll drop it in your Discord DMs. And like, if
it's a majestic back.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I think we can do a week-long non-stop stream about Roger.
Roger fuck whistle, Roger fuck whistle.
Holy shit! I believe you can download a little bit. Like that first paper on there. I got that downloaded, but holy shit, man!
Yeah, but you got to think. It's like Joe Rogan, isn't it? He's Joe Rogan. He he's became that platform because he has to play the idiot. Or maybe he is a fucking idiot. But
and he follows people on there.
Joe Rogan is a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Or maybe he is. Or maybe he's playing the idiot. You don't know.
Well, I think it's a combination of the two. Now, there's a clip of him asking, why is Democrats all warmongery as he cowers, before Hulu and the dickhead Pitten face. It's like probably taking Russian money. And this is going to be part of tomorrow's stream. But there is something later on in the stream I'm going to bring up. It's called it's because tomorrow's going to be about all the fun stuff that goes on in Ukraine Matters Discord and Ali's Hall of Fame and Hall of Shame with ridiculous quotes, with ridiculous comments from the orcs, debunking of Russian propaganda, and just the stupidest you ever did see from the orcs. But there is going to be a video that I'm going to show its entirety. First thing, demoralization, right? Where people, and it's not demoralization as in you lack morale. It's demoralization as in lacking of any kind of moral standards whatsoever. It's basically a video on the different stages of Russian mind-fucking a country. So this is like from the 1980s. I have to edit it because back then the Russians were hard left-wing and now they're hard right-wing. But the stages go hand in hand. Maybe we're going off topic, but
you do know today that Putin basically re-threatened Donald Trump as the idiot elect with nuclear war. That happened today, this morning.
But didn't they show that their nukes don't work?
It doesn't matter.
It's
just the threat. The threat is there.
Don't.
The threat is there. And I bet a lot of the nukes that have been sitting in silos for decades don't work anymore anyway.
Yeah, they don't have fuel anymore, and like
Well, see, the issue is actually the tritium and the neutron generators. It has a half-life, I think, 12.3 years. And basically, for the neutron generators to work right, they need to be replaced like every 3 years, minimum. And the United States spends...
The Ukraine, once upon a time, was the nuclear capital of the world. With its nuclear weapons.
The third most powerful, had the world's third largest arsenal. And then the Budapest Memorandum basically said, Ukraine, if you give up your nukes, the United States, the United Kingdom, and Russia will guarantee your security. Well, Russia fucked up its promise there. Yeah, and the United
all over that nonsense. But
the United States is obligated, and UK is obligated. Whether or not we make good on that, because we haven't exactly pissed on it. We tinkled on it now and then with ignoring everything in 2014 and pussyfooting it after the full-scale
invasion.
But tomorrow's going to be full-scale invasion. I was debating whether to call it invasion or an attempted genocide. Either one works.
I'm sorry.
But tomorrow I'm going to be doing a
not mutual.
going to be doing a stream. Allie's provided me with some comments which were left by the orcs, which were not public because there's like so much. There's only so much that you can share in that part of the Ukraine Matters Discord.
Well, we'll go
But
through that
we're going to be
tomorrow.
going over some silly stuff, some serious stuff, and it's going to be cool.
And I demand more Roger. Fuck whistle. Mud fossil. Twat waffle. Whatever. You know what I mean. I demand more of him. He is always. He's quality.
I'll drop that link in your Discord DMs as well. And I figured out Mom also found that page because like he has like over 700 followers on there, and I'm scrolling through that. Came across Mom, the shills. So
I'm on
more
there.
people that have looked into what kind of dipshit he is.
I'm on there as well. I mean, I'm drawn to following, and I don't want to be a troll. I've never put a comment there saying you are the ultimate prick, idiot. But
No, I mean on the page with
like
this scientific papers.
And to be honest, I don't watch him that much because I'm a busy man. I've got a social life. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen the one we saw tonight with the with the organic rock phalluses.
Oh yeah, I don't think watching stuff like that is worth my time. I'd rather just watch it together with you guys here and have a laugh about it.
But he posts a lot. He does post a lot. I get a lot of notifications that he said something stupid. Even my phone, when it comes up on my phone, it says Roger Twat Whistle. It says something stupid, and I don't watch that either because I know he's probably said something fucking stupid. He posted this fucking turkey eagle or whatever feather it is, this big feather, which he should stick it right up his arse, as far as I'm concerned. He's pointing at something, and I know what he's going to say. That, here's a boob here on Mars. I've seen a boob on Mars. He's going to do something
Remember
like
how
that.
Venus came out of Jupiter's vagina?
Oh, yeah.
Did she?
Yeah, and the dot on Jupiter is a vagina. Yeah, that's it. The guy's he's mental. The guy's mental, but he does have some sort of point that that the stars and the planets and all this shit, it's all linked some way. We know this, and to start thinking of things as sexual organs as we do, then he's just some sort of fucking pervert, is he not?
Oh, that's wait, he would fit in with us. Oh,
yeah. I've just dug over a new bed for my flowers. I'm going to put my flowers in there, but I'm going to fuck it first. I'm going to dig a hole. I'm going to fuck it. That's Roger Twat Waffle.
You know how he's always going on about the giant dragons?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
The ancient dragon yawns, darkness fills the skies, empires start to crumble, fires in her eyes. Great ancient one, forests feel her presence, leaves begin to glow, mountains start to tremble, rivers cease their flow. Eternal power, oh ancient one almighty, rise up, spread your wings. The world it bows before you, in shadows now it sings. the darkness. Cities fall to silence, courage turns to fear. Wisdom sought in whispers, the end is drawing near. Empires fall, winds left in ashes, legends start to weave. Stories of the dragon in every breath we breathe. Embrace eternal night. Oh, ancient one almighty, rise up, spread your wings. The world evolves before you. In shadows now it sings. Ancient one almighty.
So that's a tribute to the dragon that he thinks is lying in North Africa. Actually, that was something I'm working on for Nippet. But I thought since the man's giant fucking dragons everywhere, that would be a good thing to do. So tomorrow, gonna be doing a thing debunking a whole bunch of ridiculous orc quotes, some educational stuff, and then just stating, like Joe Rogan said, I don't think I need to play him, and then going over the different stages of Russia mind-fucking countries to death. I think we've gotten past the demoralization stage. And this guy here, this guy here was someone who defected to the West. This was a video from the 1980s. I'll just talk about it and I'll play it tomorrow. He talks about how basically you have the demoralization stage where the reality is broken. People do not react properly to the proper information. You can give them genuine information. They will never believe genuine information. And even if you give it to them, they will react in a way that's not helpful because their entire moral compass has been sucked up, or there's just something broken about them. And then there's the destabilization stage. That personally, this is my guess. That's why we have so many cabinet picks, which are so destructive. And that's why every head is wanting to tear apart the economic structure. They got people like RFK Jr. going to tear apart the Health and Human Services. You have the wife of the Wrestling Federation guy going to tear apart the Department of Education. You got Tulsi Gabbard, who's a known Russian asset, who's going to be in charge of the intelligence services. You've got Pete Hegseth, who has his mommy running around begging United States senators, please give my boy a chance. He's not going to get drunk and make an ass of himself. I'd rather him get drunk and make an ass of himself, because then he'd be incompetent to do the malicious things that I think he's going to do. And so there's the destabilization and crisis stage, and we hopefully will never get to the normalization stage. But I'm going to play this video tomorrow. And Starsky in the past has alluded to these different stages and all that other stuff. And this was just like useful. Because it's dated, so no one can.
Maybe a good phone call could make Operation Starsky join the stream. That'll be cool. That will be cool. But will that go against them other pricks? Dickie Dawson. Or them other shill knobheads. That's just my thought. I mean, maybe, that's
well,
you're
I
talking
can
about Ukraine.
ask.
He's probably the greatest. He's probably the greatest observer of what's going on in Ukraine at the moment. Online, I should say, not news media. Operation Salsky knows. Well, he's Ukrainian. He knows what's going on there. Simple as that. Maybe
I can ask. It would be like the first time I ever had the guts to ask without being face to face.
Do it. You've met them. You know what they're all about.
Yep.
So,
You
everyone
guys got along?
Yeah, there's only ever two presenters on the shills at the moment. Dick Dawson and whoever bothers. So no one cares about the shills anymore. He's basically fucked that up. So just ask Operating Start, come and talk to us about the Ukraine. What's going on over there at the moment? I'd love to. I would love to know firsthand.
Yeah,
I would love to know that.
I can ask.
I get Ukraine, via the news and the media and what's going on over there. But I'd like to know that was someone that's down there, in there, and knows what's going on.
This is public record. He's living in Germany, and the last time we communicated, because I don't bother him every goddamn day. Last time we communicated, and I do believe we're on good terms. He followed me on why wouldn't we be? He followed me on
You went over there to meet
Blue
him.
Sky.
Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
So
I'll ask.
ask.
Just can't promise anything.
No. Just say tomorrow night we're talking about
promise
Ukraine.
that you'll ask him.
Tomorrow night we're talking about the
I can promise
Ukraine.
it.
Why
I
not
can
do it?
ask, but I can't.
Put your pen
I can't
Yeah.
obligate.
No, of course not.
No, but it'd be nice. It would be nice.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Yeah.
ask? You put yourself out to visit him.
Yeah, and even if it's just if he wants to come on every now and then, have a chat about it.
He only does the
if he
shows
has-
once a week anymore.
If he has time to have a laugh about other stupid shit.
Yeah, and I think Operator Starsky is a great channel promoter.
I yeah.
Why not?
Nice
can
people are
ask.
always welcome.
No, he's your friend. He's not my friend. He's not friend. He's your friend. So ask him.
Yeah.
I can ask.
Yeah.
I just can't promise anything.
Yeah,
And
that's okay.
Yeah, we get that.
all right, I will ask. I can't promise anything. And we're gonna shut down the stream. And see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have fun.
In a bit on Captive Desk's stream.
Yeah, I'm not going to join.
The Saturday night, the atheist. Oh, let me see. Oh, he has not posted that in my Discord. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be hanging out there for a bit as well.
Yeah, I probably will be. You know what? I may do Captain's Captive Desk just to annoy you, Brain.
Is he on at 5 o'clock? Because I would have to leave my house by 6.
He is gonna be on in what's that? In 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's only a few minutes away.
That's here. Link in the side of the chat. So people like that. That's a nice move over. The only problem for you guys is I'll be there as well.
And join us tomorrow because hopefully we may have operator Starsky on here. Ukrainian
I
guy.
cannot obligate. I can only say that I will ask. It's going to be the first time I've asked.
That's why I said we may have
without being in person.
That's why I said we may have him.
I can ask.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.